An Israeli intercepts Flotilla and kills 73 in strikes. Russia seizes territory. Zelensky warns of nuclear risk. U.S. government shutdown continues. Morocco youth protest over World Cup spending. Well, good afternoon and welcome to Around the World in 30 Minutes on Politics and Business Television. I am Bulus Joanna Ray. Many thanks for joining us. Details of these news stories and more content to come after the short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Israeli forces intercepted the global summit Flotilla headed to Gaza, detaining dozens of activists including Greta Thunberg. The flotilla was carrying humanitarian aid and its capture sparked protests across Europe. Meanwhile, Israeli airstrikes killed at least 73 Palestinians in a single day, targeting shelters and residential areas. The Red Cross has closed its Gaza City office due to escalating violence, and Qatar's Prime Minister praised the new peace plan proposed by President Trump. Hamas has reportedly accepted key terms of the plan, shifting pressure onto Israel to respond. Meanwhile, Russia seized 447 square kilometers of Ukrainian territory in September, though its advance has slowed. Shelling near Slavutich caught fire to the decommissioned Chernobyl plant, promoting President Zelensky to accuse Russia of risking a nuclear incident. Zelensky is set to meet 50 global leaders in Copenhagen to rally support. The US and NATO allies are increasing intelligence support, and European leaders are debating using frozen Russian assets to fund Ukraine's defense. Well, in the meantime, the U.S. government remains shut down as President Trump clashes with Democratic states over budget allocations. Trump has proposed cutting federal funds to states opposing his Gaza peace plan. Essential services, federal salaries, and travels are disrupted. Economists warn that a prolonged gridlock may hurt consumer spending and slow economic growth. In other news, for the fortnight, Moroccan youths protested against government spending on the upcoming World Cup, demanding better investment in education and healthcare. Clashes with police have led to injuries and hundreds of arrests. The protest reflects growing frustration over inequality and lack of opportunity. Activists are calling for transparency and a national dialogue on budget priorities. Turning to Asia, a 6.5 magnitude earthquake struck Indonesia, collapsing a school and trapping dozens of students. Rescue teams are racing against time, with hopes fading as the 72-hour survival window nears its end. The quake has damaged infrastructure and disrupted communications, complicating relief efforts. Emergency shelters are being set up for displaced families. We are still watching Around the World in 30 Minutes live on Politics and Business TV. Still to come, South African ambassador found dead in Paris. Stay with us. Welcome back. South Africa's ambassador to France was found dead at the foot of a Paris hotel. Officials say he had expressed suicidal intentions to his wife prior to the incident. The death has shocked diplomatic circles and prompted calls for mental health support within foreign service ranks. Investigations are still ongoing. The World Health Organization has declared a polio outbreak in Papua New Guinea after detecting cases in Lae. Less than half the population is immunized, raising fears of rapid spread. A vaccination campaign targeting 3.5 million children is on the way, supported by UNICEF and Australia. Officials stress the urgency of reaching full coverage to prevent a national health crisis. When another development, in German authorities arrested 3 men suspected of planning attacks on Jewish institutions. Prosecutors alleged the suspects were foreign operatives linked to Hamas. The arrests come amid heightened security concerns following the Gaza Flotilla incident. Germany has pledged to increase surveillance and counter-terrorism efforts. In other news, Japan is equipping a warship with US-made missiles capable of striking targets up to 1,000 miles away. The move is seen as a response to rising tensions with China and North Korea. While this marks a significant shift in Japan's post-World War II defense policy, analysts warn it could trigger an arms race in Pacific and complicate diplomatic relations. Meanwhile, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is facing record low approval ratings despite leading Labour to victory last year. Critics say he's failed to connect with voters and deliver on key promises. Polls suggest growing disillusionment, especially on economic and immigration issues. While the opposition is gaining ground, raising questions about Starmer's political future. And that wraps up the program, but before we go, the headlines again. Israeli forces intercept Flotilla and kill 73 in strikes. Russia seizes territory, Zelensky warns of nuclear risk. The US government shutdown continues. Morocco youth protest over World Cup spending. And for more updates and in-depth analysis, follow Politics and Business TV English on YouTube and Facebook. Connect with us on Instagram at PNBTV.English and TikTok at PNBTV.English. Remember to subscribe and stay informed. From me, Bulus Joannery, do have a lovely day. Bye for now.
Hi.